Good evening, everybody, or good next day, because in my time it's midnight, so that means it's March the 14th, which is kind of funny because that's fucked up. We're only a day late, you know. So I did not want to not do an out of nowhere tonight and miss this and have a skipped week or day or whatever you want to call it. So this is really just about getting this in the books. I'm really sorry, man, that anybody that was waiting that left, or anybody that was had been waiting this whole time who's still here, because holy shit, I did about 4 hours of sleep or 3 hours of sleep last night, and I did so much shit today that I just passed the fuck out. And then I recorded a hour and a half. I did an hour and a half with Dave Rose on Final Frontier News after we waited an hour for my computer to work, because my computer was breaking, and then Leah had her computer problems earlier that I was trying to work on. And then right after I did the podcast with Dave, like almost immediately I forgot that I was like, well, I was doing one with Jabroni Jabber, and so he called me, and I was like, oh yeah, it's already 8 o'clock. So I did his podcast that we were doing, and I just kept doing shit, and fucking around 10 o'clock or some point around 10 something, I just passed the fuck out and didn't even realize it. And then Leah tried to wake me up. The funny thing is, Leah tried to wake me up at 11:10 or something. She was like, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing? Aren't you doing out of nowhere or whatever? Like, wait, what are you doing?" Oh, by the way, my microphone's coming through my Logitech webcam, so let me just fix that. First of all,
I tried to unleash the Joe signal to no avail, but finally it came through.
Oh my god!
It tased your balls enough and roused you.
Do I sound weird to you?
You sound good to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it might be maybe the output for OBS or XSplit is different, but Skype sounds good.
Well, let me just disable that. All right, maybe now it's better. Now I sound better.
Yeah, Jabroni Jobber, they got a great podcast over there, and it's always fun to hang out with those guys, but they suck the energy out of you. That's what it is.
So I am amazed that there's still 370 people watching right now. What's up to everybody? What's up to Out of Nowhere episode 145?
We've been keeping it lively in the chat.
Oh yeah, man. So hey, man, I did an hour and 10 minutes on Final Frontier. It's already up for patrons, so not to plug that. I know you guys are already waiting for the show to start. I don't need a bunch of bullshit, but it's up there, and I thought it was a really good episode for anybody interested. And there's no politics in it. It's only really about space and SpaceX and the moon. The stuff about the moon is pretty cool. And give it up for Jake, who's coughing up blood and shit, and he's still here. Fucker's coughing up blood. He's here. You know I'm a pussy. But so
we're troopers, baby.
But at 11, so after I get done, so I recorded a couple podcasts earlier today. Then I recorded Dave Rose and me with Final Frontier. That took 2.5 hours. Then I did my podcast with Jabroni Jabber. And then before that, I also had to take a phone call from my mother that wouldn't end. And then around 10:20, I passed out. And then Leah goes at 11:10. She goes, "Oh, you're supposed to be up for Out of Nowhere. What are you doing?" Or whatever. And I don't remember this, but because I was so passed out. But apparently I woke up, or I looked up at her and I said, "Oh, we're starting late tonight." And then I just went back to sleep. So then at 11:50 or something, she's like, "What the fuck are you doing? How late are you starting?" And I woke up. That time I woke up and I went, "Oh my god." And that was
because you had messaged me. You're like, "Gonna be late."
That was the sound I made. I went, "Oh my god,
gonna be late." Oops.
Well, I also, I found out, I have AIDS. No, I'm just kidding. But I really want to say again to man, I'm really worried about Bailey. I know that this is out of nowhere. We'll get to the wrestling, but I'm just fucking really worried about Bailey.
Yeah, his poor wife.
My phone's about to die. She had to go back to the emergency room. they're like worried over there, I guess. They're doing rush tests and shit, and I'm fucking terrified. I just fucking wish I lived near him because I know that he's like me with anxiety. He's fucking freaking out, so.
Yeah, and especially feeling helpless this far away. I mean, you don't want to keep bothering him for updates, but there's nothing else you can do. And
yeah, dude, I'm fucking nervous, and it's not my fucking wife, you know? I mean, I'm fucking really nervous.
I keep bothering you and trying to find updates, but I feel terrible for him.
Yeah.
Or, both of them, I should say, his whole family, but,
Can you hear this? The following. You hear that?
Negative. No audio.
Oh, so audio just stopped working all of a sudden, apparently.
We're going for the Grand Slam tonight.
Let me try let me try one thing. This might work. Hold on. Let me see here.
Fuck my ass. I just creamed.
Try playing
I just steamed. I'm shooting a laser beam. I just shit my fucking pants.
Oh, no.
Why is this blanked out?
Yo, Joe, not excited for Mania ATM. I am excited for baseball. Go Cardinals.
I agree. Gooner Chiefs fan. What's up, Gooner? Good to hear from you the other day. We are going to take a lot of phone calls, by the way, probably tonight. Gooner Chiefs fan with the big $5. And that fucking made the donation glitch all weird, and that's fucking hilarious to me. Thank you, Gooner Chiefs fan. I appreciate that. Any luck, Jake, with the sounds?
Nothing yet, but...
Wow, that's weird. All right, well, whatever. Who cares?
Everything's screwed up today. There's a Skype update, too, when I started the computer. So...
Yes, dude, and Facebook was down all day long today. You know, that, like, wow, like, what the fuck, dude? Out of Nowhere is normally on video. Yeah, we normally have video up for Out of Nowhere, but it's just not all set up right now, everybody. And I apologize for being late and for being fucked up and for... Fuck, what is there to talk about anyway? I don't fucking know. But anyway.
I still did my due diligence and got some interesting stuff for us to cover. So.
I got one thing that we talked about last night that I know about because we said it. Bet you how this fucking SmackDown is a piss poor rating.
Yeah, I don't have the numbers in front of me. I had them before. And
oh, I do. I got them.
Yeah, you got them, baby.
You want to talk about them? I got them.
Yeah,
I got herpes,
I'm dying to
too.
know what the exacts are. I saw the hourly before, but not the overall.
I got herpes, bro.
Yeah, Valtrex works wonders.
Well, this is bullshit because this article says SmackDown viewership after Fastlane. Oh, no, it's not bullshit. But, okay, so it's here's the answer. They got they went up. They went up. It was wrong. Last.
I'm surprised. I'm very surprised.
Well, yeah, last they did a 2.0 before, a 2.2, a 2.1, 2.1, and they did a 2.198 last night. So they almost did a 2.2. Hadn't done a 2.2 since. Guess what? Post Elimination Chamber. So they outdid the Post Elimination Chamber show. Barely, only by like a few thousand.
Just a gun hair.
So this was expected, the viewership went up just slightly, but not really. I mean, dude, the difference between it's literally 50,000 more people. 50,000 people more watched than last week, and the only reason was because it's the post Fastlane episode, I guess, and I'd be willing to bet that last hour was shit.
Yeah, because the drop off was more severe.
Right.
And on top of it, I think a lot of that has to do with Kofi.
The average...
we'll get into that, but the Kofi Mania is still running wild, and people are not in the sense of, like, storyline-wise. People are really offended by this gauntlet match happening. Mm-hmm. It's not like where Daniel Bryan, where people were like, yeah, he's got to fight back and occupy Raw and think, like they wanted him to overcome. With Kofi, they feel genuinely insulted. It's not resonating well with the universe. A lot of responses, tweets, things like that. I've seen a lot of opinion pieces posted, Forbes, websites like that. It's kind of damaging the angle. People are not as, Vince is the bad guy. So, yes, he's doing the heelish thing by trying to punish Kofi as much as possible. But between the speeches and now another obstacle like this, it is the typical thing. It's the retelling of the Daniel Bryan storyline, but it's just not connecting and resonating with fans in a way to get. They're still supporting Kofi, but it's kind of falling to the wayside. It's not going quite as planned.
Yeah, I think that they're moving. This is really this build for the last couple months. This should really open up the WWE's eyes at this point to how they're going to have to book and handle things going forward in 2019 and whatever. That they need to be on the ball with stuff. They need to start reacting quick. Like when something happens, they need to react immediately with it. Because if they don't, it's a fucking worthless. It's been proven that it's worthless if they don't react to it right away. I can't comment on my conversation with JD.
I know. That was a shocking moment last night. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what, man. Someday karma will get JD, you know? And that's all I'll say about that. But there's something else we'll talk about it later. At another time, I'll divulge some of what was going on there.
Sounds like you got a gag order.
Maybe I'll save that for Patreon. But there's some interesting shit.
Yeah, a lot of people just said, Matt hit the nail on the head. The gauntlet seems so forced, and that's the problem with this angle. Like, they're doing too much. As with Daniel, like, he just wasn't allowed to grab the brass ring. With Kofi, they set the brass ring on fire, and then they stepped on him in the process. Like, it's just such a precarious position for him to try and overcome that it doesn't feel... It feels, like unattainable, really.
Him
having to beat six people is almost like, well, what's the point?
I mean, the point is he's screwed,
Exactly, but it doesn't have that. Like when Austin was getting screwed by McMahon, there was still a chance Austin could win, and McMahon had a plan or a way to get out of it, and usually that would backfire. I mean, you look at St. Valentine's Day Massacre, he goats Austin to come back in so he can get destroyed by, Paul White, or even King of the Ring when he went and, the briefcase gets pulled up. They had plans, but you still felt like, Austin could walk away possibly, okay from this. With Kofi, it's he's going to fight six of the top heels essentially. You don't feel like it's insurmountable.
You don't think he's going to win this?
I'm very, it's a really precarious situation, and I'm not sure how they're going to book it because they already said that the New Day is not to get involved, and I don't, without making him look like another Roman per se. I mean, if he cleans house through all six individuals, that's going to be, real rough shot to handle. That doesn't seem believable. I don't care what superstar it is. By the time you get to number 6, really, with who he's facing, that's quite the burial for guys 4, 5, and 6. I mean, if he beats 1, 2, and 3,
yeah, all
right. But by the time that happens, he should be worn down enough where, I mean, even Rollins, didn't win the gauntlet match but went 60 minutes. Same thing with Kofi. He went all that time but lost to Daniel Bryan. Your body wears down after that, point in time. So it just, I don't see how he can win unless there's some form of like cheating or outside influence.
I guess I hadn't thought of this. Like, to be honest, I feel like a Nimrod who goes to a movie and likes the movie and then you see a movie reviewer break down all the things that were wrong and you went, wow, I didn't even notice any of that.
Yeah.
I kind of feel that way about this right now with what you're saying. You're saying, I'm seeing a couple people say it, but I'm seeing you saying the gauntlet's ridiculous and stuff. And to me, I'm sort of enjoying this. Like, okay, now what the hell's going to happen next week with this gauntlet thing? I don't mind this. This to me this is kind of better than Daniel Bryan, because Daniel Bryan's, they like put him with the Wyatt family. It was like retarded, and it never made any sense. They never really said like he was under a spell or he was fucking with them or something. He legit was in the Wyatt family for some reason.
Yeah, he just joined. They didn't say, like you said, there was no Stockholm syndrome. He wasn't brainwashed. He just decided to go with them.
Yeah,
it's like, beat him, join him. He wanted it to stop.
This is the face that you're, whatever, and Mania, and you're putting him in the Wyatt family. Like, it was so ridiculous, and it almost killed him, too. It was very similar to Becky and everything they're doing. So, yeah, I have no issue right now, I don't think. I kind of get it, what you're saying, that this is, like, ridiculous, but, I also don't understand, like, why is that a problem? Like, they're literally just trying to make you love Kofi, and they're trying to make you be, like, upset that they're just, like, McMahon is screwing him. And I don't know.
I don't have exceedingly high expectations with this. I am enjoying Kofi. I really like what he had to say on the mic, and it's just the fact that I like some level of believability to a certain extent when nowadays, I mean, at least when you have the realistic characters, like the Undertaker comes around, you have a certain, parameter to go by. You can expect lightning and I don't want to say silly stuff, but, more theatrical, of quality. And with Kofi, you kind of expect it to be less hokey. I hate using that word, but really, I mean, so you don't want to see him be this unbeatable Superman either. I just think that he was. It all depends on how they handle it past this. I guess I got to see how they get through the gauntlet match. I am at a wait and see point, but I just know that I wasn't the only one that saw it and felt like, hey, it's a bitter pill to swallow.
Jesus, I'll tell you, man, if I hated this, I would just kill myself this Mania.
I don't hate it. That's the thing. It almost feels like every time they get something natural, they get something that falls into their lap, they find a way to kill it. They find a way to, or at least diminish it. Becky gets over wildly, and people are now less excited for Mania. I was so excited, come Survivor Series to see those two face off. And like I said, even if it was Charlotte one-on-one, but the way everything went down, devaluing the Rumble, the injury angle, suddenly now, Monday she comes out, she's barely able to walk. Tuesday, the crutch is gone, she's fine. And that's part of wrestling. Wrestling's ridiculous, and I'm okay with that at times, but when they want you to get behind someone, I don't know why they have to feel the nature to go above and beyond and just either make everything ham-fisted and they overplay their cards, or they hold back to the point where, you get none of it. As in Rusev Day, they did nothing with him. That was white hot, and it's just very confusing. So, and another reason I'm worried too, being not just a fan, I'm not an insider by any means, but I don't have a better way to say it. Just someone that follows the news and reports on it with you guys. Reading everything, hearing rumors, speculation, updates. We talked about this a few weeks ago, and we were worried. It seems like Mania is going to be more of a face-heavy Mania. They want to seem to send more people home. But there's no way I envision them letting every face win.
No, not everybody, but 80%.
They're not going to. So does Becky win? Does Seth win? Does Kofi win? What I heard today, actually, from Brad Shepard, he said, what I'm being told is that it's more about making Daniel Bryan a super heel for future programs than it is about getting Kofi to be a top dog. They want Daniel to retain at Mania and allow this feud to continue post-Mania. And for anybody who said that there's no chance with that, look at what happened with AJ last year. We thought Nakamura had it in the bag. Same thing with Asuka.
Well, I agree that it is kind of a bad time for Bryan to lose the belt in a way, because he's really just starting to roll here. But at the same time,
they don't have many other built and established heels on either brand currently, so they have to be very careful with the heels. And I think they're starting to pay attention to that fact.
But you
can't have good faces without good heels. That's why Kofi, in part, works so well, because Daniel's firing on all cylinders.
You could have Kofi win it and then them take it back the next night or whatever. But here's what WWE does. Somebody sent me the GIF of this the other day, and I went, "Yep, that's hilarious. I've thought of that before too, and that's exactly the example." And I'm gonna play it on my tablet so you can hear it, Jake. So how you like that, you motherfucker? Let me see if it plays. Because this movie scene, one of my favorites. It perfectly describes it. Is it not going to play, or am I crazy?
The night of technical difficulties.
I mean, I might be on drugs, I don't know. Maybe I could be on drugs, guys. I mean, it might be me. There's no audio?
Nothing on my end.
Wow. I guess this line doesn't work the way I thought it did. Oh, fuck me.
I can listen to it on the stream, so go ahead and play it.
Wait a minute. I got it. Hold
on. There we go.
Hold on a minute, guys.
Mr.
I'm gay.
Mr. Tech Support, go ahead and figure it out.
I got wires on wires on wires up in this bitch.
You also got inches on inches, baby, where it counts.
What are you gay?
Well, while you're going through with that.
No, I got it. No, hold on.
All right. Gay? No, just hungry, baby.
I'm gonna take some Skype calls in a minute, everybody. By the way. All right, let's play it. See if it works.
Let's hear this clip.
Let's hear your clit. Let's fucking hear your clit hole. Oh wow, this is fucking low, huh?
I'm not hearing anything, so.
I know why. Because when people call, it shuts it off. Oh, fuck it. All right, whatever. Anyway, I'll play it for everybody else.
I'll listen to it on the stream.
It's fucking. It's the Tommy Boy scene, you know. When he killed his sale. Yeah, it's that clip. Here it is.
Helen, that's nice. You look like a Helen. Helen, we're both in sales. Let me tell you why I suck as a salesman. Let's say I go into some guy's office. Let's say he's even remotely interested in buying something. Well, then I get all excited. I'm like, Jojo, the idiot circus boy with a pretty new pet. The pet is my possible sale. Oh, my pretty little pet. I love you. So I stroke it, and I pet it, and I massage it. Yeah, I love it. I love my little naughty pet. You're naughty. And then I take my naughty pet, and I go... Oh! I killed it! I killed my sale!
Oh, that weird laugh at the end kills me when he goes, that's exactly what, WWE does, man. But also the fans kill it, too, because the fans just lose interest. But that's the exact example. That scene just sums it all up about. And listen, 912's on the phone. 912, what's up?
My pretty little pet.
Oh, 912, I apologize. Hang on a second. Now I got this thing plugged in. I forgot to re-plug in this thing. Fuck me. Hold on a minute. You're dealing with a fucking guy who should have slept about 10 years ago. I'm fucking retarded. 9112. Okay, now we're on the air. What's up?
Hey, Joe. Hey, Jake. How you guys doing?
How's it going?
Good. So, Joe, I know, so I've been listening to you for about 3 years now, and I know you're not the biggest Randy Orton fan, but after that promo last night with him and AJ, I was thinking, as far as WrestleMania and the opening match, how about Randy Orton versus AJ opening a match? As far as the matches that we know, would that be a good opening match to start off the night?
I don't feel it would be a... I mean, it could be, but I would... Shit, man, that'd be a tough one. That would depend on the other matches on the card. I would lean towards no. You know, I
would be the opposite. I'd say absolutely. AJ's opened up Mania before.
Yeah.
And I think that would be just the right amount of exciting to get everyone going. There'd be a good split because a lot of people like AJ and a lot of people still like Orton.
Yeah.
And, there's certain moments that people really get excited for with the RKO and certain moves from AJ. So it would get everybody livened up enough that they're not at a frenzy and exhausted from the match, but they're loud enough and excited to, really get the crowd going. I think that's a great way to start the show.
I think it'd be great in a way, but I'm also worried that, because, I just feel like it's a good middle of the card match or beginning, middle, kind of where Seth and Randy were on their match. I feel like that was a good spot for that. But, yeah, they could open it. I mean, like you said, Shane and AJ opened it up before, and I like Randy versus AJ. I really do. I mean, this makes me like Randy because he did a good job in the promo. He was allowed to do that. That was cool. I think he's going to have good chemistry with AJ. He should. I'm hoping to see an RKO through the table on the outside. I mean, I'd like to see that. I hope that happens.
You even had him taking shots at Dixie, and
yeah, the Dixie Carter
on
thing.
Twitter.
Oh, God, dude. Dude, you know what I'd like to see in this match? I'd really like to see them build through this match and get to a point where Randy RKO's like AJ on the side of the apron. Like, I think that'd be badass.
That would be cool. This is where EC3 should come out and fight Orton for the next 2 weeks because he brought up Dixie, you know?
Oh, right. Yeah, that's what happened in the match.
That'd be funny. No, but yeah, I think it would be a good opening. I see what you're saying, too, though. I mean, there's no denying that Seth and Randy had great placement as
I just
well,
thought Andrade and, like, Ray should open up the show, but, you know, well, that's fine.
Yeah,
too.
we're hearing that that's definitely going to happen as well as far as matches. It's been on the card, off the card, on the pre-show, off the pre-show.
Yeah.
So it's kind of going all over the place, and I apologize on top of...
And probably Ricochet and Aleister Black might win tag belts.
Yeah, so...
and the Hardys and them, they might have a...
The Hardys and the Usos are going to have a big match. So, I mean, they're talking about not a lot of belts changing, not as many belts changing hands as you would think. And that's what makes me, like, really... I mean, anything can happen, obviously. We still have a few weeks. But at this point in time, you know, I can see the Hardys because they really want the... But I could see that feud continuing past Mania. I could see the Usos winning and the Hardys and, you know, the Usos continuing on. But we also have to remember that the shakeup is following Mania. So not the week after, the second week after in Montreal. Elias is going to that, and he's been sending me some info. So as far as, you know, it's just perplexing at this point with what they're, you know, trying to accomplish, because Vince has no plans for Braun Strowman at this point in time. He has nothing set in stone.
He's gonna fight
him.
the fucking SNL guys. I mean, that's about it.
That's the thing.
He's gonna play peekaboo
with them.
All WrestleMania, he's gonna be playing peekaboo with them in the bathroom and shit.
You hit that nail straight on the fucking head. Alexa Bliss is gonna have a thing with Nikki now. So her and Nikki Cross are gonna be doing some type of angle. They put out a teaser on the WWE Twitter of Nikki listening to Alexa making the announcement of her being the host of Mania. Nikki saying, like, oh, I wasn't invited to your party. And then they had a Twitter interaction with each other. So forget Nikki facing Asuka. That's out. So Braun will be playing peekaboo with the SNL host. They have nothing with Finn Balor. And the Undertaker match that they wanted that I thought would be great is apparently off the table. Undertaker, you know, I can't see him not being at Mania.
Yeah.
But from everything that I've heard today, and I spoke to two people that have been, like, you know, money as far as predictions go. Anytime they've ever said, which is few and far between, they don't say a lot, but anytime they've said anything, it's been pretty spot on. And as of right now, they said tentatively he's only doing some type of small segment where he'll come in and Undertaker.
Oh, okay.
He might do something with Elias because Elias doesn't have a match, but he's not going to have an actual match. He'll have a moment, a WrestleMania moment, but it won't be a full-on match.
That's weird.
I find that to be really just bizarre, but Elias obviously fits in that realm of things too.
Yeah.
You know, they can have him, ladies and gentlemen, Elias, and he'll have the crowd eating out of the palm of his hand, and then someone will come out and bitch slap him, and that'll be it. That fits with The Undertaker too, interrupting him. And I mean,
dude, imagine
somewhat had that with the Cena thing, but not really. So,
well, like The Undertaker, like, comes from out of the ring, under the ring, and then tombstones Elias would be fucking awesome. But I'm wondering if it diminishes The Undertaker and just don't be here.
It does, but I mean, he's already lost. You know,
yeah.
It's not, you know, new territory for the streak being destroyed at Mania. So he lost to Roman after already losing to Brock.
He lost to Roman, and then
he never broken.
He lost to Roman, and then he was like, "I quit. You know, my career's over." But then he came back to beat the shit out of Cena.
And then he faced Triple H, and then he faced Triple H and Shawn Michaels. So,
and I feel like that's not even canon to them.
It really feels that way. Like they just kind of.
If you want to call wrestling canon at all. I don't know if you can even do that.
But Elias could say, well, last year I was interrupted by John Cena waiting to fight that loser, The Undertaker, and he got his ass beat, you know, something like that. And then The Undertaker shows up. I mean, it really is that simple. But it really saddens me that yet again, Balor, he missed a Mania previously. Last year he was there for the IC title match, but the year before Balor's
just going to get Lashley. He's just going to get Lashley, and he's going to be the Demon, and he's going to re-beat Lashley for the belt as the Demon.
From what I'm hearing, they're having a rematch again Monday. It's a triple threat with Lio Rush, and Lashley's set to retain, and they're not going to have him defend against Balor at Mania.
Really?
Yeah.
So Balor could do something with the Undertaker.
He could, but
what the fuck else is he gonna do if they don't have him? If he's
right now out of the three big stars, essentially Elias, Braun, and Finn have no matches or anything really planned at Mania.
That seems retarded to me.
I know, but
who is Lashley gonna face for the belt?
It might not be defended at Mania.
Get the fuck out of here. Like, that's bullshit.
Think about how much they have already. Oh, I agree. It's bullshit, the IC title not being defended. But
that's bullshit, dude. I'll tell you what.
They have so many matches already without the title being defended.
I will bury... This is not going to happen, because if it does, I will go to Titan Tower, and I will take a shit on Vince McMahon's car, and I'll piss on the secretary of that place. And then I'll fucking run through the whole building with a stapler, stapling people's fucking heads.
You'll squat an Andre statue.
Seriously, dude? Like, there's no way that fucking belt doesn't get defended. It could even be defended against Lio Rush, to be honest. But there's no way.
I'm
no
with you,
chance
but I'm
in
just
hell.
Going by what was being discussed, because they don't have any tentative plans right now. We have three more shows to get there, essentially. 3 or what? 4? No, 3 more, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's no set plans at this point in time.
Hey, I'll tell you what, if the
they're still working out the card.
I will suck your asshole dry if the Intercontinental belt is not defended at WrestleMania.
I hope it is, because that's such a disservice to that
dude.
title.
I want to beat people right now. Like, you've made me so angry with that statement right now that I want to hurt people. Like, it's really weird. I'm that angry right now.
Facing Asuka.
What?
Lana might be facing Asuka.
Go fuck yourself.
I'm not
go
kidding.
fuck yourself.
She said on Twitter, and it's another thing being discussed. They don't have a set opponent for her right now. And Lana said, if any other people can throw their names into title contention, I'm doing the same. And they had it back and forth. It's one of the options being considered.
No, you know what? That's just to set up a fucking Rumble before, or whatever, a tournament, something before WrestleMania for all the men.
I know. I would.
Lacey
like to
Evans
hope so.
is going to win. You know what? There's going to be a women's battle royal. I'll tell you what's going to happen right now. Everybody fucking write this down. Go grab a notebook. Grab a tattoo thing and tattoo this on your girlfriend. There's going to be a women's battle royal at WrestleMania. The winner faces Asuka. Okay? Women's battle royal at WrestleMania. The winner faces Asuka. And I'm saying the top 3 people that could win that, Lacey Evans is at the top. And I think, Peyton Royce Mandy Rose and whatever, Sonya Deville. And Lacey Evans will probably be in there, and then they'll fight with each other or something, because that's the setup right now, or whoever.
They're breaking apart. Fire and Desire is done for.
Yeah,
because even Jim Ross came out today and said that the mismanagement of Asuka is terrible. He said, I thought the ball was dropped last year at Mania with the undefeated streak. He said it was a really good match, and he said, but man, as many people are tuning into the female creative elements and storytelling in Raw and SmackDown, you have to believe there's a place for another major star. I think Asuka's it. She's been grossly underutilized. He said, I hope that'll change, but
no, I think they want to move on.
I know I sound crazy for a few points here, but because really, I haven't heard anything about the Andre the Giant or the Women's Battle Royal, the fallopian tube trophy there.
Oh yeah,
we didn't, that Naomi.
No, I really think
there's.
Year. I don't know if you'll get that trophy shit. You're not going to. You're just gonna You're just gonna get a women's battle royal for the.
I'm just saying though, we've yet to hear any talk about the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal happening, or the women's fallopian tube trophy battle royal that we had both at Mania last year. They haven't discussed or mentioned those matches at all. Which doesn't surprise me. Usually they throw those together really last minute for entrance.
Right.
But neither one of those had even been discussed from anything that I've heard so far for Mania. I'm sure one of those two has to be there. I'm sure the Andre Memorial Battle Royal, that's kind of like a staple of the pre-show at this point. But yeah, I mean, when you boil it all down,
I'm gonna flip the fuck out, bro. If that anything like that happens, like that,
I'm not saying it's going to. I'm just saying from
what's
laid out. We're likely getting John Cena is going to be having a match. We know he's going to be having a match. This was set up in his contract before Christmas time. We knew that he was going to return for 2 dates in January. We saw him and Lars. That didn't happen. So do we get
they're doing
John
a piss
Cena?
poor job of fucking selling that shit.
I know. And do we get John Cena and Samoa Joe for the U.S. title? Or do we get John Cena and Kurt Angle? Or do we get Kurt Angle and The Undertaker, as I had said? Now, that would be a very quick match because it said here, hold on, I'll find it.
Yeah, he'll just tombstone him like real quick.
Yeah, to retire Kurt Angle. It said WWE considered The Undertaker versus Kurt Angle at WrestleMania 35. He's, obviously Kurt announced this week in his hometown of Pittsburgh that WrestleMania
Sting.
35 will be his last match. And Ringside News said that at one time, WWE officials were kicking around the idea of The Undertaker versus Kurt. However, the dead man doesn't want to wrestle in this kind of match right now.
What?
That's what was said.
What does that mean?
Because he probably doesn't want to just tombstone Kurt and call it a day. I think it would be a great disservice to Kurt's career to have a 30-second match. It said that, The Undertaker didn't want to wrestle in this kind of match right now. He probably wants something really short, and I don't think it's fair to Kurt's career to go out eating a pin from The Undertaker in 7 seconds.
He said that?
No, that's my speculation.
Oh, okay, all right, I got you. But I think,
the official thing here says that The Undertaker didn't want to wrestle in this kind of match right now. I mean, this is Kurt's send-off.
Call up Shawn Michaels. Call him back. Shawn Michaels versus Kurt would be great.
That would be good as well. We know Shawn can go. We saw that, at the Blood Money Saudi pay-per-view.
Yeah.
So,
but they won't do it.
That's what I'm saying. We have 3 weeks to go, and there's so many matches potentially. There's 9 titles, and then on top of that, we have a few other matches set up as well. So we have 9 title matches. We don't know who Buddy Murphy is going to face yet. I believe they have that still happening, and I am curious to see who does what. It likely seems like when you break it all down, we don't know who Asuka's facing. Could be Naomi, could be Mandy Rose, could be Sonya Deville, could be a multi-woman match. It could be, Lana, for Christ's sakes. I don't see that happening, but I'm just, saying it as I see it.
Fuck life. Like, I mean, every time you say that, I get angry. Like, you're making me...
And just so you know, because some people say, oh, you think... This is not what I think is going to happen. I'm just telling you what's going around. I would never want to see Lana face her, nor do I really think that that's going to happen. I'm just informing you of what's being said.
Can you hear these?
No.
What the fuck? All right, hang on a minute. You got a phone call on hold. Hang on, man. We'll get you in a minute. So much shit going on.
I enjoyed the Orton and Styles promos. Best promo Orton has done in a while.
Yeah, definitely. Orton and Styles, A. O'Donnell, thank you very much for the $4 donation. I loved it as well. I agree. Like, I mean, everybody did. How could you not love that promo that they did? Like, that was fun. They had all these things that they could pick at each other for that they went down in a list. That was pretty good. It was pretty good. I don't think AJ's done a great job with all his promos either. He's just been okay.
Super chat. Super chat.
They've screwed up the Kofi and Becky angles.
Gooner Chiefs fan, I agree with you on Becky, but yeah, he says they've screwed up the Kofi and Becky angles. Well, just fucking kill me at this point then.
You donated 50 bucks.
Shit.
I'm going to take my dick out because you donated
Wake up.
50 bucks. You donated 50 bucks, motherfucker boy. I'm a rich motherfucker.
Holy shit.
You okay, Joe? Did you do a podcast earlier with Drew Quill lol BTW? It's not going as planned BC. We just fucking saw it with Brian. No one gives a shit BC. We've seen it before. Vince has to take a risk and do something new.
Yeah, but I mean, if they don't, everybody will be like, oh, they fucked over Kofi. Everybody will be so mad. Oxen, thank you, Oxen, for the big $50 drop. You have been a beast. I appreciate that. Let me try to fucking maneuver myself here. Anything yet, Jake?
What's that?
Anything yet out of these?
No audio yet, but Oxen is a badass.
Thank you, Oxen. Let's try one more. Let's see what we got. I apologize for holding those donations for so long. I actually didn't know we had donations. I figured people were like, yeah, Joe, we'll listen, but fuck this, because you were like an hour late, you cocksucker, and I was.
Do a little basketball dance off the concrete.
Oh, cool.
I mean, I'm just so sick of you little meth head devil worshippers. I'll be honest, I'd like to take a big bite out of your face.
Thank you, Sir Cronin, for delivering that epic piece of art known as the exclusive footage between Triple H and Batista. I smelled your cum and I walked for miles. I am gonna give it to you, Dave.
I'm gonna give it to you, Dave. Hey, Riff Reaper, thanks for the $10, man. Thank you. Thanks for all the good comments on that too. People really liked that skit. I thought it was worth missing the last 20 minutes of Raw to try to throw that together. So, God, you know what? I was also really appreciative of all the people who said that too, who were like commenting like, "Damn, man, that's sick. Joe put that together like insane fast." Like the people that said that was cool because you got that.
Shit bomb.
That was fucked.
If WWE has to have Weekend Update guys host WrestleMania, they should have gotten Norm Macdonald.
Yeah. So, why'd you break your car? Like, oh my God, that'd be fucking funny. ABELsalasJR, what's up, Abel? God, I love Norm Macdonald. That would be fucking hilarious. Imagine Norm just walking back around, like just making fun of everything. Like, so, Asuka.
I hated that they fired him from the Weekend Update position.
That pissed me off back then. It pisses me off now because these two fucking jabronis. Who the fuck are they?
Cunt 1 and Cunt 2.
ABELsalas.
Screw that Jim Kofi and screw all the current wrestlers.
Oh my God.
A bunch of talentless scrubs.
Jesus.
This might be the worst WM to date. I'm sorry.
Gabriel Oram. Man, I don't know.
I don't think this show is overly going to disappoint. It's just yet again
Jesus
the build
Christ.
is so sloppy. I think the wrestling will be good.
Is this racist asshole? I mean,
yeah, I skipped over that.
I just can't believe I can't believe he said that. Jesus Christ. What the fuck?
But honestly, I think the show isn't going to disappoint overall. It's going to be very long, but
Eric Gonzalez. What's up, Eric? What the fuck?
I swear if Asuka loses to Lana at WrestleMania, I want Asuka to go to Kyrie and tell her to go to AU. And anybody else who will listen. Oh, and the Winnipeg Jets are going to beat the Bruins. Go Jets go.
That's really funny because I just shit on the Winnipeg Jets earlier on Jabroni Jabber's podcast thing. We literally were talking about them. That's so weird that you just brought that up. Maybe it's because the Bruins are playing them. Eric Gonzalez, thanks, man, but the Winnipeg Jets ain't doing nothing. They need to go find some women to have sex with out there in that Winnipeg cold. So cold out there and shit. Dude, I can't believe that fucking guy called fucking Kofi a chimp. That was fucked up. I can't, I'm like fucking murdered from that. Was that the Goon?
No, that was Eric Gonzalez.
Super chat.
Why is this thing stuck on the Goon?
Someone bring it. If Kofi loses, we riot sign to WM.
Thank you. Skice Love, what's up? What the fuck's going on with this event list? It's way behind then. Or it's all fucked up. I don't even know, guys. Everything's fucked up today. Thank you guys.
To cooperate.
Appreciate the donations. Now they're fixed. Okay, I don't know what. God, fucking, let's go to the phones because this guy's been waiting and nobody else can call in and we're all fucked up. And now JD's donating.
Shit bomb.
Flying from SF to NYC for my first WrestleMania, and I'm super stoked. If Kofi doesn't win next week, he should fuck up some matches throughout the night at WrestleMania and make Vince put him into the title match. That would get a really big pop, honestly.
Yeah, that could maybe do it.
But do you really?
But I don't want to see. Yeah,
I don't want to see the matches get screwed over just to get Kofi into a match. You know, like I hate those kind of finishes.
But and also
that should happen on a SmackDown. Like they started to do it the other night. They should have had them come out each time and interrupt the match.
JD, you just broke your own kayfabe, dude. How you gonna? I thought you were JD. Why you're in San Francisco?
It's 205,
or
not
is
206.
Or,
JD from NY 205.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Basketball dance
Dyslexia.
off the concrete. I mean, I'm just so sick of you little meth head devil worshippers.
I'm kind of retarded.
Big bite out of your face.
What if Ricochet and Black win both the NXT and Raw Tag Team Champs? I love it. Shouts to the chat.
That'd be pretty crazy. I wonder if they'll do it. Maybe they won't win, but they'll have a damn good showing. You know, or maybe Black turns on him at WrestleMania. Like, I don't know.
Well, no matter what, I mean, they're finished up with NXT after Mania, so I don't see them.
Yeah, fuck it. They're on the main roster, dude. They're too important now to Vince and everybody. They see them as like, wow, we can use these guys.
Yeah, the double duty is going to end after Mania. It already said that they'll be assigned to a brand.
And by the way, Alistair was already set for this, so that's not a big deal. But Ricochet's the surprise. We thought Ricochet would, someday be NXT champion and shit. Like he's just super jumped into fucking the main roster. It's kind of fucking impressive.
Yeah, it really is.
And a lot of the reason, you know what else is impressive? That there's 640 people watching this show, despite the fact that I was an hour late like a jackass. So thank you guys for that. Nick Ross, thanks for the $10 super chat. And now let's go to the phone lines, 337.
All right, Joe. What's up, Joe?
What's up, baby?
Hey, I don't know what it is, but around WrestleMania time, Triple H get a little horny. You remember when he told Undertaker he's still on the same shit?
Oh, he said he was going to give it to him?
When he challenged Undertaker at 28 for the Hell in a Cell, we're going to go all the way. We're going to go all the way.
Oh, my God. Are you fucking kidding me?
That was Batista. He's telling him, we'll give it to you. I'm going to give it to you.
Oh, my God. You know what they have to do? They have to somebody has to make a compilation of Triple H being like, you want to go all the way? You want me to give it to you? Yes. Oh my God. Like just fucking all this gay stuff like to get kind of like the Ultimate Warrior confession video. Oh my God. That'd be great.
He did the same shit when he fought Brock at SummerSlam.
Oh my God. I'm like 8 years old or something. I want to go edit all that shit now. I want to go find all that shit. Find the most suggestive stuff he said and put it all together. And
you gotta remember, Joe, that DX shit. He always say, "Oh, let's get ready to suck it." I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, man, we can mix all the. On top of it, all the actual stuff he did say in DX. I mean.
Yeah, really.
Wow, you could really make a fucking. You know what's weird is the world. It's been so much time has gone by, and I never once thought, well, this is the same guy who used to say "suck it" and I'm gonna show your wife my hogger and like all these weird things that Triple H used to say in DX. Like that actually feels like a different guy. That doesn't even feel like the same reality anymore. Like that's how crazy life is.
Here we go, about to get it, man. Here we go. Oh,
about to get it, man. No. About to get it, man.
I thought they said they were changing the titles. WTF happened?
They were changing what titles? Derek Brown, what's up, Derek? What's he mean? They were changing the title belts? Like they're gonna make them look differently, or?
I'm not sure.
I wonder what he means by that. Derek, clarify that. I'm too tired to figure that fuck out. What the fuck that means. But I want to figure it out because you spent money to say it, so I kind of want to figure out what that means. Kind of fucking pissed off. I can't figure out. Like I'm in my head, I'm like, what the hell does that mean? I mean, oh God, what does that mean?
I'll have him clarify in the chat.
I'm probably just retarded, you know what I mean? I don't know.
The tag titles?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
There was the SmackDown tag titles are supposed to be blue. Yeah, on
What? Wait, what?
They were going to make the tag titles blue at one point.
They already are blue.
All blue, I guess. I think. I don't know.
Who the fuck said that?
I don't know. That's what I'm reading in the chat. I had heard some bullshit a while back, but I don't know if I ever heard anything official.
Oh. I don't give a shit.
I'm looking through to see.
Oh man, I fucking dude, make him fucking green, make him pink, make him jizz crust yellow for all I care at this point. Yeah, I'm wearing my Raw Tarded shirt. You can get it on my Teespring website, the old Raw Tarded shirt. You get Raw Tarded with Joe Cronin. You know what I gotta do is I still gotta get the SmackDowns shirt. I don't even have my own SmackDowns shirt. That's how fucked up I am. I'm so fucking fucked up. All this fucking drama too of the fucking world. Just fucking people fucking going live with bullshit and other bullshit everywhere. Like, just fucking drain my life.
I just eat bananas and ignore it.
I successfully connected my YouTube channel to my Teespring site, huh?
Oh wow!
Well, then why I don't see any merch? I don't see any merch below my videos, so that's bullshit. I don't believe that, Teespring. So some of the new shirts, some of them are shitty, but some of them they're all right, I guess. I don't know.
Make them ship brown. Yeah, that'd be good for the belt. Ship brown belts.
We got.
I guess they're gonna have side plates or something. I don't know. I'm not sure with the belts, but
I don't give a shit. Fuck your side plates. Fuck it. Fuck SmackDown. Here's SmackDowns. Here it is. There it is. You happy?
Freddie Prinze Jr., the actor there, because he worked for creative for a few stints with WWE.
Yeah, he takes it up the ass.
I don't doubt that, but he pitched the idea for Kofi to do this pretty much a decade ago. He said, this journey he's on is real. Kofi tells a hell of a story in the ring. I hope you watch this chapter.
What?
I pitched the gauntlet at Titan Tower with Kofi over a decade ago to deaf ears. So apparently back in 2008 and 9, he was really high on Kofi Kingston. And it didn't happen. So.
That's weird.
They said they were changing the Intercontinental in his title a while ago.
Really? Really? The Intercontinental belt they were changing? Why? Derek Brown, thank you for the $5, man. Again, thank you, dude. Wow, I'm glad they didn't change the IC belt. I think Freddie Prinze Jr. is a fucking loser. Hey, Freddie Prinze, go fuck yourself, you clout chasing bitch. I don't give a fuck. You fucking... Wow, I pitched a gauntlet match with Cody Rhodes 10 years ago. Yeah? Well, WWE stole my ideas.
This kind of storyline.
Yeah, well, whatever. They stole my story. They stole my fucking Cesaro ripping his clothes off. And they stole my fact. And then you know what you got for that? An ended career. You fuck. And it was probably Freddie Prinze who probably fucking copied me. So, Freddie Prinze, with your beady little eyes, fucking Canadian fuck. I don't even know if he's Canadian. I'm just saying that. Freddie Prinze, you suck. I hate you. Go back to Hollywood. Go take it up the ass. That's what I think, Freddie.
So right now we have 7 confirmed matches for Mania, I believe, altogether, if my math is correct. And because we have Brock and Seth.
Some guy's pitching a tent inside of Freddie fucking Prinze.
Yeah, it's like full tent pole.
The only difference is he is fucking doing the idea. He's like, yeah, right? This is it. You know, it'd be a better idea if you put your fucking man parts in me and just unleashed a load of cream pie.
That's a story you can write about.
Super Chat Party.
Freddie Prinze.
Tommy versus Rocket WM36. How long does Tommy last?
Tommy fucking runs away.
He falls on his way to the ring.
Tommy doesn't find his way to the arena and loses by not showing up.
And then Hamza gets taken to Suplex City.
And then Hamza gets AIDS and fucking infested. Dude, you know what's weird is goddamn what was I trying to say? Oh my God, what the fuck was second? Oh yeah, Tommy earlier. So earlier I'm on the phone with Dave. I'm about to start the show with Dave Rose. And fucking Tommy's like messaging me. Now everybody knows that there's a problem with Facebook and Instagram today because, of course, Facebook is Instagram because they're the same company and there's whatever. And Tommy's like, I need your help, Joe. It's an emergency. Something's wrong, Joe. I need emergency. Or whatever. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, what the hell's happening, Tommy? And, I finally go, all right, Dave, hold on. Let's take Tommy's call, figure out what's going on. And Tommy's like, so my Facebook isn't working.
It's the end of the world.
And I was like, oh
can't
my
post his
God.
TikTok videos.
I'm like, yeah, dude, Facebook's been down all day for everybody. Like, what's the big deal? He's like, oh, well, but also I can't get Instagram to work. I'm like, yeah, that's the same company, so they're having a server issue or something, or they're hacked or who knows what. And he's like, oh. And I'm like, is that the emergency? Yeah. I'm like, oh my God, dude. Like, can you imagine if I messaged you, Jake, and I wrote, Jake, help! With exclamation points. Help, Jake, help! Seriously, this is emergency, dude. Please, please.
I'd think something's wrong with the kids or Leah.
You'd think something was fucking insanely
House
wrong.
is on fire.
Because that's not even how I talk, really. So it'd be like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah, you would freak the fuck out, right? And it's Tommy, so I didn't freak out. I pretty much figured it was bullshit, but I kind of was worried because I was like, that's a little weird. It's never gone that much into like help and whatever the fuck. And so, but then it was just Facebook Facebook's down.
I can believe it. I was gonna say I can't, but I can believe it.
Yeah. Hey, Tommy, your life revolves around fucking being a fucking 8-year-old. I mean, come on.
At least you're not a 747, or a 737. Excuse me.
You know what?
Get the planes right.
You know what? I'll talk in a second when I figure out how to fucking plug this fucking piece of shit into my fucking thing. What the fuck? You know what, though? I fucking tweeted those cocksuckers a couple days ago, and I said, oh, so you're going to put your planes up in the air after a fucking scientist from there said there's something wrong with these things? And then a plane goes down, and 3 planes almost go down, and then one that goes down the other day and killed everybody. And then they still kept the fucking planes in flight. And I tweeted them and said, you're fucking scumbags. You guys are murderers. And then the FAA, 2 days later, grounded them all.
Yeah, thankfully.
So good on the FAA, because something's wrong with these fucking Boeings. And it's a learning curve for pilots. It's essentially like being like, oh yeah, there's a major hazard on this vehicle that most drivers obviously wouldn't know about unless we told you. So just so you know, if you go like 58 miles an hour on the and try to turn, the car will blow up. So just don't do that. So you're like, okay, well, great, but that's a pretty fucked up thing to have going on. And that's basically like one of the defects in this plane. That like if you don't take off the certain way or you don't do the right thing, like it can crash. Whereas another plane wouldn't do that. So now pilots who are at a pay grade that's way below what they've ever been before and shit like that are expected to be more vigilant than they've ever been because you built a plane with fucking defects. And now people are dead. And we all saw it coming. I did a show 2 months ago on Corrupted where I talked about these fucking planes and I said all this stuff that could happen to them. And guess what? Fucking people, including, and I'm not trying to throw Leah under the bus, but, other people, oh, you're fucking conspiracy shit. Well, who's the fucking laughing now with 150 dead people? Who's fucking crazy now? I talked about the Boeing scientists and everything. There was some cocksucker piece of fucking maggot shit in the chat or in the comment section on that video or whatever who wrote like that there was no, that it was all paranoia about these fucking things. Yeah, I hope one of your fucking family members is on that plane, you fucking asshole. I mean, come on, dude. Are you siding with the fucking plane companies like they're fucking trustworthy? Dude, these people will sell a fucking...
'cause that's what Boeing and Pratt & Whitney and all these places are concerned with. Yeah, come on.
I mean, really, I wrote the tweet a couple days ago. Sure enough, today... Anyway, I'm done. I'm grandstanding now because I'm angry at life.
How could you not be? It's people's lives.
I'm not grandstanding because that's just that's fucking creepy. People are dead, and I'm not trying to say that. I'm just saying I got a lot of shit for what I said, not from anybody here, but just from my other channel with random people.
But you got a real emergency. Tommy's internet's down.
But
That's
yeah,
a real
oh my God, Tommy, there's something wrong with your internet. There was.
I think there's something wrong with your internet.
In this case, there was something wrong with his internet.
But not his. He pays for good internet, remember?
Well, yeah, he was like, "Oh, my internet's the best" or something. And then we asked him what it was, and he said it was Spectrum. We're like, "Yeah, wow, that's not the best, Tommy."
I get four thingies down.
My fucking phone is about to die. My phone's broke. I broke this fucking charger, man. Hey, 203, what's up?
Hey, Joe, what's going on, buddy? How you doing?
I've been better. I'm
even better. I know you sound like you're tired. I won't take up most of your time. It's Big Ray from Connecticut. I called all the time.
Big Ray.
And I just want to say congratulations on the house, too. I know it's, I'm a little old there, but, because you're a cool dude. But what do you think about this scenario? I've been hearing about New Day. With not Kofi, but Xavier and Big E, that somehow they're going to redo a new League of Nations with Rusev, Nakamura, Sheamus, and Cesaro. What do you think about that?
Oh, man. I mean, one thing that supports what you just said is the other night when they referenced them, these international superstars or something. Like, legitimately, Todd Phillips, I think he said... Like, and what an amazing amount of talent from these international superstars in the corner here. He made some kind of reference to that. So you're on there. That's true. By the way, I wish I had your fucking energy right now. And also, thanks for saying that. Thanks for the house welcome. And also, maybe we'll see
I see you over there in Connecticut.
Money in the Bank. We'll be at Money in the Bank in Connecticut.
Money in the Bank, yeah, in Hartford.
Yeah, we'll be there.
We'll be there for that. That'll be fun.
All right, man. Take it easy.
All right,
Hope
man.
you feel
Later.
better.
Thanks, bro.
All right, bro.
Fuck, I love that guy. That guy was pumped up. Dude, give me that guy's energy because I need help.
Yeah.
Seriously.
In Connecticut.
That guy just, that guy just jolted me up. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, because has a speed addiction, like, that's got me. I'm just kidding.
It's the Dunkin' Donuts.
He's Dunkin', so.
Oh, God.
See, yeah, Dunkin', they wanted a drug reference, so, like, the Dunkin' refers to, like, dropping acid now.
There you go.
The donuts really fucked that up. It was like Dunkin' Donuts. Oh, yeah, they're talking about food. But no, Dunkin', now it's like druggies are like, yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm Dunkin' right now. You Dunkin'? I'm Dunkin'. It's also a reference to putting your dick in a guy's ass. You Dunkin'? Yeah, I'm Dunkin'.
Yeah, it used to be dipping. But millennials changed it to Dunkin'.
Well, the Dunkin' Donuts wanted a way that they could get in on the San Francisco, California market since Starbucks takes it all up. And, so what they're going to do is they're going to start leaking out these subliminal things about Dunkin' and how Dunkin' means, you like ass play and you're like ass sex as a guy. And that will start making its way around the gay communities of California. Certainly lots of it there, right? And then like old, dirty, gross men who sexually or molest, they're pedophiles, and they molest kids. So they start talking about how they're Dunkin'. And then everybody's going to Dunkin's to meet people in human trafficking and all these things. And then the next thing you know, Dunkin' has business. And Starbucks, what does that mean? Starbucks, like, oh, cool, we're stars and stuff. But, in bucks, and that kind of, to buck against somebody or to buck when deers buck, and there are bucks. And bucking, it's a very homoerotic thing. So Starbucks is... So Starbucks is gonna drop the star, right? So now they're Bucks.
The Dunkin' Bucks.
No, so there's Starbucks will now be Bucks, and so they'll be really competing for the gay community in California. So the Bucks will be the Bucks, and they'll try to spread the rumor that bucking is fucking for guys on guys, and like to buck, like two bucks would normally butt heads with their antlers and stuff. So like that's a whole like little play sex reference to guys. And then Duncan is talking about, well, Duncan, dipping your cock in another man, and what can get more homoerotic than that? So now Duncan and Bucks are fucking just going back to back. And
Chipotle is going to change their name to assholes. Throw their name in the mix.
And dude, there is an amazing joke for a stand-up comedian in this, like, and Chipotle is not even beating around the bush. They're just gonna call themselves assholes and dicks. Like, oh my god, dude.
Tell Tommy refine that and tell that on stage.
No, can you imagine him trying to get that right? By the end of the show, you have people accusing him of verbal rape or something like it.
Well, you didn't understand the joke. There's people in San Francisco, they're gay, you get it?
Oh my god, dude, that's fucking funny. Like, not to be outdone, Chipotle is gonna call themselves ass fucking. All right.
That's a Carlin all over it.
Well, anyway, we only lost.
Not to be outdone.
We only lost 20 viewers on that rant that I went on there. It's all good though.
Here we go. I'm about to get it, man.
I like gay people too. It's just a funny joke. Take it easy.
Oh no!
Taker versus Kurt in a quickest to the remote match.
Taker versus Well, oh god, I don't know.
That's such a disservice.
What about
to Kurt.
Cena?
Kurt can't even go like he used to. That's why Cena would work, because Cena could carry Kurt to a good match.
ABELsalasJR goes.
That's a solid 10-minute trip to assholes. That's all that is.
Fuddruckers becomes butt fuckers. So I would say that. I mean, I would have. I don't know, man. So I guess you're saying people are saying like Kurt Angle at this point would have to wrestle somebody younger, like Mustafa Ali, maybe.
Yeah, he would need. That's why it worked with Apollo Crews.
Yeah.
Party.
Joe, what the buck are you talking about? Question mark, exclamation mark, question mark.
Zach Connor, thanks, man. I don't know what I'm talking about, man. I hope somebody laughed at it though. But I'll tell you another thing. The goddamn event list isn't working, which is shit. I'm gonna try to get It really doesn't matter, but I am going to try to see if the donation ticker is working.
Before Roman was back and, in remission with his leukemia, I had said to you when Seth, before he even won the Rumble, I said if he does win, I don't feel like he'll be the one to beat Brock.
Yeah.
It just, I could see them saving it for Roman.
Yeah.
And I had heard earlier today, WWE wants to get back on their plan where they have a show in Saudi coming up before Money in the Bank tentatively.
Right.
And that's when, once again, Roman would defeat Brock Lesnar.
Roman would beat him again just to make sure that they got the momentum back of that or some kind of thing.
Because Roman's getting cheered. Things are on the up and up. And, they'll eat it up over there again. And Roman will win. And Seth... Their reasoning for this, and I can't argue with it in a way.
Yeah.
It sucks, but they don't feel like a loss to... and they don't count wins and losses anyways, but they feel as if a loss to Brock Lesnar doesn't count as a loss. That just being in the ring with him is enough to keep your momentum going. As where some people... if you look at Nakamura last year, he lost at Mania and his career took a nosedive for some time. With anybody else, if you lose to Brock Lesnar, you still have this upward trajectory. And believe it or not, they're not wrong.
Yeah, they're not wrong with that. They aren't.
He faced Balor. Balor then became the IC champion. Daniel Bryan is the WWE champion. Before that, it was AJ Styles with the title. And, it's how they book it. But So if Seth really takes Brock to his limit, almost gets it, and then Brock just narrowly escapes once again, I hate the idea of it. But then Roman comes out and, because Brock doesn't stop beating up Seth, and then Roman comes out to, because I had said a while ago before they wanted Roman to, they were going to halt on Roman's return. They didn't know that he was in remission yet, and the plan was just to have Roman show up, get this big pop from the crowd, and he would distract for Seth to win. But now that Roman's back, they don't want to take the title off of Brock to give to Seth. They want Roman to have it. It said there's not a groundswell of support for Lesnar to retain, but WWE is counting on the silver lining of Reigns beating him for the title he never lost to continue progress from 2018.
Oh, God. I just couldn't give a shit about that. Unfortunately, listen, I mean, I'm happy Roman's back and doesn't have cancer anymore, and great, but back to the storylines, I am bored. Matt the Misfits on the phone. What's up, Matt?
I knew this was going to happen. They were going to, the second they brought Roman back with the Roman Initiative.
Well, I mean, I think everybody thought that, but
Aleister Black destroying Lana on Twitter yesterday was fucking hilarious.
What did he say to her?
Okay, so apparently Lana body shamed him about his tattoos, and then he said something along the lines of, "It's funny coming from somebody who's not 98% enhanced."
Yeah.
Oh, by Jesus Christ!
You got her good with that one.
That's funny.
Dude. Man.
Why are they fighting? What the fuck?
Oh, because they I guess had something to do with the match for SmackDown.
Yeah.
So.
But, yeah, with the 8-person tag, and as the caller said before with the League of Nations thing, I mean they basically just had Nakamura replace Barrett. So now that Bad News Barrett is no longer with the company, they just had Nakamura replace him, and they had thought about doing that with a heel faction. So.
Oh, just leave Nakamura. Just go to AEW.
Yeah, it is a mess though for them to bring back that faction. It never worked well to begin with. So,
Ryback, seriously, bro, get the fuck out of the chat, Ryback. Ryback.
They're just gonna send Roman to SmackDown to bear those League of Nations. I mean,
just finish everybody off.
I mean, I think Finn Balor might actually go to SmackDown after WrestleMania.
There was talks of that. He hasn't been on SmackDown yet, and he has things that he could accomplish there. So,
and Roman was taking out the match for whatever match they had planned for next week too.
Yeah, I guess
what's this thing about Monday? He's not showing up Monday in Chicago.
Yeah, it's going to be just Dean and Seth. So that's interesting as well.
Where's he going?
I mean, who?
Roman. They haven't said. I haven't heard anything yet with it. Just that he was removed from the advertising.
Yeah, it's just Well,
I don't get that. Why would he be gone already? Did the shit come back? I mean, like, what the hell's going on?
No, he's still there for the week after. Maybe he just has to travel for them or something.
Or they want to play out the whoever.
They don't want him in Chicago. They don't want him in Chicago.
They're playing up the Drew McIntyre beatdown angle from last week when Drew hit him in the head, and they want to just sell it.
I mean, to be fair, when he came out for his match, there was a mixed reaction for him when he came out for that match.
Yeah, when he wasn't with the Shield members, he didn't get as much of an ovation.
Yeah, this has always made him better. Whenever he's with the Shield, he gets the cheer.
And the Shield is going away. So.
Well, they're making Braun an honorary Shield member, and they already advertised that for the overseas shows.
Yeah. I really think it's
the Drew replacement.
I smell a rat, bro. I think it's because he's going to get booed in Chicago. They knew it. They're like, oh, well, we don't want this guy who just came back.
That's weird because they were in Philadelphia the last week.
Well, Philly, though, but, dude, Philly's been wishy-washy. Like,
they eat their own shit in Philly. So
Philly eats their own shit.
That's gritty.
Who the fuck cares? They eat their own. I don't believe anybody.
Chicago is a crowd that's not. It doesn't matter how. Well, they're gonna fucking let you know if you suck or not.
Yeah, that's why.
So I mean, Philly used to have a fucking. They made a statue for a fucking fake sports character. I mean, and they eat their own shit. How you gonna eat your own shit, Philly? Like, we try to get back to the Super Bowl twice in a row. You couldn't even lose 2 Super Bowls in a row, Philly. Sorry.
Oh, wow. Well, the reason I don't think Alicia Evans is getting the match is because if she was...
Survive off a motherfucking own PC. Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Yo. This is Philly in this city. We so gritty in this city. Yeah, we so gritty in this city. In Philly, yo, we might eat our own shitty in this city. We're so gritty.
Also now Tom Hanks from Castaway Airplane rival volleyball persevering fate.
Yo, this whole city, we're gritty.
DeJuan Joseph.
We might eat our own shitty. Eat our own shitty. In the city of Philly, we eat shitty. We're gritty as can be. We can survive off our motherfucking own PCs. In Philly, we're gritty. In Philly, we're gritty. In Soul City, we'll eat our own shitty. In Philly, that's why our mascot looks like a crazy ass fuck turd. What the fuck is up? In Philly, yo, we're gritty. In Philly, the city, we'll eat our own shitty. We'll eat our own fecal matter off the street. Yo, Tom Brady, how it feel to get fucking beat? Yo, Philly, we're gritty in this city. In Philly, we're gritty. We'll eat our own shitty. In Philly, we're gritty. We'll eat our own shitty. In Philly, nobody is fucking with our city. Gritty.
Oh my God. Well, there's the whole Philly gritty song. Everybody wanted it. There it is. And listen, DeJuan Joseph. Thank you, DeJuan Joseph. Oscar is in Castaway. Look out.
yeah.
So Matt, what else? One more thing before you go. What do you got?
Let's see. Well,
I got 7 things. You know.
It's like I don't even know if I want to talk about the. I mean, I've seen the card for Takeover. Holy shit!
Oh yeah, the Takeover. I'm sure Takeover would be great.
Yeah, dude. Man, I honestly think after what I've seen, I think they were gonna do Ciampa, Gargano, Hell, 3 stages of Hell.
That was going to be their tentative plan.
You just
but now
fucking
we've got,
you talk about the card being great, and then you depress the shit out of me with something that we aren't going to get now.
Well, yeah, that's the problem with NXT tonight. I watched it, and everything that happened with DIY taking on Aleister Black and Ricochet.
Right.
I couldn't even get into it. I was so sad the entire time. I was genuinely upset, like bothered.
I'm not gonna lie, the last few minutes of that shot, it was kind of weird seeing Ciampa be old Ciampa for a little bit.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And but everything about it was just it had like this ominously eerie feel around it, and I was
he's already
just
in a
very
hospital bed.
Speaking of Ciampa, did you see him on Twitter the other night with the picture of him and then holding Goldie with fucking it bandaged up?
No.
He had the fucking title bandaged up. It was fucking hilarious.
Oh, that is fucking hilarious.
I mean, Ciampa is a legend. He made the title seem like it was an actual living thing. That's how great Ciampa is.
Well, they're gonna take the belt from him though.
Yeah, that's.
And they already have. So.
Well, that's what I
He
mean.
said
Like, how
Goldie
the
and
fuck
I
is
are on
that?
the fast lane to recovery. Yeah.
Matt the Misfit, thanks, man. Let's go to another call. 314. What's up?
Hey yo, it's MK3. How y'all been?
MK3.
Can you hear me?
What's going on?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's
Yeah,
up, MK3? What's up, MK?
How you been? I mean, it's obviously a late stream, but hey, anything something, right?
Well, you sure are getting something. I don't know what the something is, but hey, here's a whole lot of something for you.
Yep. Anyways, Jake, my sister says hello, by the way.
Glad to hear things are going well.
Wait a minute. What?
Yep.
Wait a second. You're fucking his sister
My
too?
sister was actually assaulted by a couple of JD's fans last month. That's why she says hello.
What the fuck are you talking about? Well, Jake, what the hell is going on right now?
This was actually I was
quite the
actually
drama.
on out of nowhere letting you guys know about this a couple weeks ago. In the chat.
Wait a minute. You're saying, Jake, do you know about this?
Yeah, this was from a couple weeks ago. His
Wait a
sister
minute.
Was,
Your sister was assaulted?
Yeah, by a couple of JD's fans. The reason I found out they were his fans was the fact that they called her a fucking goon.
What the fuck?
All because I disagreed with him on the Royal Rumble.
Wait a minute. How did they know it was you?
They found out that she was related to me because my profile picture has been the same as it's been for so many years now.
So wait a minute.
So they not only screenshotted my profile picture, they found her leaving her school and attacked her.
This sounds... I mean, I'm not trying to... I don't know what happened here. This just sounds to me that... Sounds a little hard to imagine. You're telling me that... And I'm not saying that didn't happen, but you're saying these people seeked out your sister at her school to beat her up?
Because of some Twitter beef.
Because of Twitter beef?
Yeah. Exactly. And I did not want to post any updates after it because I just was trying to calm her down and trying to calm myself down as well.
Oh my God, man. It's really gone this far, huh?
Crazy shit.
It's really gone.
Yeah.
It's really gone this far. I mean,
all because I disagree with him over the Royal Rumble.
Yeah. You disagree with him, so two random fans saw your video, and then somehow they identified your sister, who apparently is a minor. And they,
yeah, she's 16.
Yeah. So,
I'm just...
I mean,
I'm trying to get off... Let's get off that subject now. About the whole Reigns situation being pulled from Raw in Chicago, I think it's because that they don't want the smarks to boo him out of the building. As in us.
Yeah, that's
the real fans of
With
wrestling.
you're definitely right on with that. That is I really believe it. They're keeping him safe, man. I hope your sister's okay, bro. But where I come from,
I thank you.
I love. God bless your sister. You know where I'm from. That's called a fucking a meat puddle gangbang. But you know, if you want to blame it on JD's fans, I think what happened more likely was your sister was, you know, fucking got beat up by a bunch of high school boys. You know,
bunch of crazy bastards.
That's fucked up, dude. I mean, what the fuck was that, dude? What the fuck was that? If he had just said that it was at a show and they had JD shirts, I might have believed that. But, like, I mean, was it just me or was that guy weirdly convincing even though it was ludicrous? So, like, I couldn't even make fun of it because I was like, this guy sounds like he literally is telling the truth. Like, he comes across like he's telling the truth, but I know he just said something that definitely did not happen. You know what I mean? Like, that definitely did not happen, but, like, he was very convincing with how he said it. So, like, I had no idea what to say about it. Wow. Like, that guy... JD fans beat up my sister. JD fans beat up my sister. Jesus Christ.
In Connecticut.
Wow. I mean, and he thought he was taking heat because of what he said about you. Well, that guy's out there. Man, ain't no one want to fuck your sister, you fucking weirdo. That guy don't even have a sister. MK Kratos. MK3 Kratos is in the chat. That's him. Is that you, MK3? I know you.
Yeah.
He's not a troll.
I know. That's why I said.
Is he serious? He says he's serious.
He says that's what I said. He said he's serious.
Dude.
He's been serious about this.
What? How can he what is he talking? No way. Give me the police report. What county is this? Give me the police
happened, like, I think last Wednesday, I want to say.
Wait a minute. You are telling me for real that I'm supposed to believe
something like that.
You're telling me for real that I'm supposed to believe that these fucking guys hate this guy, so they went and found his sister to beat her up They beat up a 16-year-old female at her school because they don't like you because of what JD said about the Rumble and what you said about the Rumble. If that's like if that was true, like these two guys or whoever they are should be like raped with a fucking syringe. But I just can't believe that's true, man. Give me the police report. Listen, I'm sorry, bro, but give me the police report. All right, you send me the police report, I will go all in on this. But you just get
Joe. That'll be your hill to die on.
Yeah, I don't even. And you know, JD didn't do anything. You know,
no,
just because these two guys wanted to be idiots if it was real. But that just sounds crazy. Her mother does. All right, whatever. Anybody can get the police report. You can call the police station. All right, listen, dude, if you want to prove everything to me, Joe Cronin Show at yahoo.com. You send me the police. You guys send me the police station, the police report, the police station, all that other stuff, and I'll do investigations, and I'll figure it out. But at this point...
You send her a T-shirt.
I can't believe it. But I'll tell you what, he was convincing sounding. So he sounded like he believed it. It's weird. I don't know. Very convincing. Half sister. Oh my god, dude, I'm gonna die. So this show should not have happened tonight, but hey, what the fuck? Here we are. And
I still can't reply to any conversation on
Facebook.
Facebook
Facebook
is send you something, but
Facebook is still fucked.
Fucking Facebook.
Dixie Carter tweeted Daniel Bryan. I miss Dixie Carter.
Right? I mean, hey, I think it'd be a hell of a thing. Have her and EC3 get on AJ Styles' side.
Have her manage EC3.
Dolph Ziggler still says that he's got a handshake agreement, that he doesn't really have any formal contract. Because he's been so good to them for so long, he just has a good relationship. You know, he's been dedicated to WWE for the last 14 years. Direct quote, he says, is I have a bit of a handshake agreement right now. I can do my thing on my own, not at WWE, just because of the relationship we've had. And he said, but we'll know some more details in the coming months. So he's been doing, political stuff and stand-up comedy and has no intentions, I guess, of being at Mania. So
I'm here to show you, Mom. All right, listen, let's get the fuck out of here. I guess there's nothing else I can say, really. I'm so dead.
We know that the last thing is, we had the tapings tonight for NXT. I'm not going to spoil any of that, but Triple H, I'm not going to spoil results, but Triple H did make a match. So we have this to look forward to. We've got Ricochet versus Adam Cole versus Aleister Black versus Velveteen Dream versus Matt Riddle versus Ricochet versus Adam Cole versus Adam Black.
What the fuck?
Aleister Black versus Velveteen Dream versus Matt Riddle. Can you all those fucking names to see who's going to take on Johnny Gargano? So that is insane. I cannot wait to see who wins to take on Johnny Gargano in a 2 out of 3 falls match at NXT TakeOver New York.
We thought it would be
fucking massive.
We thought it would be quite the fucking tournament thing or whatever. Listen,
so they're just doing it in one match instead of doing a tournament. But to have a 2 out of 3 falls match at TakeOver, that's going to be incredible.
Me and Dave Rose, I'm advertising this because I want people to know it's up right now on Patreon. On patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show, if you're in the $10 VIP. Final Frontier News, episode 14 is up. All right? I know a few people have already seen it because it went up and it's already got 6 likes and a few comments here and there. A lot of downloads, about 60 downloads or something like that. Is it 60 downloads? Oh, I'm fucking... What am I... Dude, I'm on drugs. I mean, I am fucked at this point. 16 downloads so far. So, Final Frontier News, episode 14, we talked a whole bunch about SpaceX, and then we talked about the moon. Is the moon real? What does Dave think? And what I thought, and a whole bunch of other stuff. An hour and 13 minutes. It's a really good episode. Episode 14. I think you'll like it. And we answered all your questions, too. There was about 8 questions or something like that. We answered those at the end of the show. A lot of fun. Final Frontier News. It's up right now.
Yeah.
That being
last
said,
thing, you'll appreciate this.
Okay.
I know you got to get the hell out of here, but Vince was quoted for everything that happened with Saudi.
Yeah.
You know, the last visit that was over there. Obviously, people wanted them not to go, and were greatly against any involvement with Saudi Arabia. Well, on Wrestling Observer, Dave Meltzer said that Vince doesn't know anything really out of like the WWE bubble because he's so accustomed to having control over everything. And he's constantly surrounded by his yes men. So the direct quote here is he said, Vince thinks he's God. For Vince, it's like, how dare this real world interfere with my money? I don't deserve this. I deserve that money. He goes on to say, I think that's the difference between them and the other attitude, which is, you know, people would normally say the real world got in my way. That's the cost of doing business. But with Vince, it's Vince saying it's not fair to me because I didn't do anything wrong. So I should be able to get the money. And that was Vince's stance with Crown Jewel. He didn't do anything wrong. The WWE didn't do anything wrong. So why should they not be able to have the show in Saudi? It makes sense why they didn't cancel. That's Vince's attitude. He truly feels like he's God.
Well, you know, I hate to admit this, but I'm a little bit like that myself. Not that I'm God or anything, but, you know, I just feel sometimes, you know, someone says you really shouldn't do this because of this or that and this thing. And I would just say, you know, hey, I don't fucking have anything to do with that. But I'm doing this anyway, you know.
Yeah,
now,
there's been times where, you know, drama comes up or something. People say, oh, you shouldn't do your show. Well, fuck that. Why would I not do it? You know, I'm going to continue doing my thing. So I get that aspect.
But yeah,
this was on a national and worldwide level, actually.
I mean, and honestly, if I was Vince, too, as fucked up as this, whatever they did to this journalist, when they cut him up with a fucking buzzsaw or whatever, every single country has done stuff like this as well. So what are you going to do a show nowhere? You know, and I get that was horrific. And I don't know, man. I was upset at the time, too. I'm a little bit more
level-headed now. But, yeah, I was very upset. I don't think they should have done the show. But
I'm a little bit more...
We didn't boycott WWE for it.
Yeah, we just were kind of like, damn, they're going to do this? Oof.
And then they did everything they could to make it seem like they weren't in Saudi. Because the first show with the Greatest Royal Rumble, they had all those, like, puff PR pieces. Basically, you know, it was like the virtual signal extraordinaire and everything they did was to promote how changing the ways and times Saudi is. You know, it's progressing for women finally, and things are different. Oh, it's a great tourist destination. They're getting all these things now. Mm-hmm. The second time they were there, we had none of that. None of that. They didn't pay any, like, you know, big respect or homage to the kingdom. Nothing. You know, it was just very straightforward, a wrestling show.
The kingdom. You want to come to my kingdom? Hey, listen, guys. Thank you so much for sticking around, for being here. I know this was a weirder episode, and I was lower energy, and I'm not on cam and shit. Jake is on cam. We're tired. Jake's coughing up blood. He's going to go to the hospital tomorrow. You know, I'm kind of worried about Bailey's situation, and my dick hurts. And the fact of the matter is, tomorrow night is Throwdown. And tonight, remember, tomorrow night, Throwdown, 10 p.m. And, yeah, I'm very sorry for keeping everybody waiting tonight as I passed out. He passed out from the pain. And that's about it. That's all I got to say. Remember what I said about Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts now being Dunkin'? And I'm telling you, I'm predicting it right now. Starbucks will become Bucks. Okay? Starbucks will become Bucks. And Dunkin' Donuts has already become Dunkin'. So lots of innuendo going on there. And I get it. And I'm fine with it if you are. And we'll see you guys next week for a more regular episode. Connor will be back, hopefully. And we'll have a good time. And we'll see you tomorrow. Check out the Patreon. And where's Tommy tonight?
I don't know. I'm surprised he didn't call in. We haven't heard from him on here.
It's been a while. He's really been weird recently. I don't know what's going on with him. But peace out. I'll try to get to some more wrestling questions tomorrow. I might even do a live show and try to get some more shit going, you know. But right now I'm fried. the fuck up. Eat my mom's nuts. Everybody knows that you're Dunkin' Donuts. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, you Starbucks.